Namaste. Hello everybody, it's Kathy Underwood here, and this is my second vlog as promised this year. I have challenged myself to 52 blogs, one for each week of the year. Last week we focused on planning for great health and well-being. This week we're going to take a little look at energy and how we can boost and enhance our energy. So basically everything is energy. We are little cells all vibrating. We are a manifestation of everything that was and everything that is, and our energy is really important in our daily life. It's an exchange that we have with ourselves and one another. So for example, when you're working, you're exchanging that energy with your colleagues and your clients. When you're at home, you're exchanging energy between your family members and your loved ones. And when you're alone, you have an energy exchange with yourself. Whether it's positive or negative, it is all about energy. So let's have a little look. How are you feeling today energetically? Last week we talked about the 4 aspects of the human self: the physical aspects, mental, emotional and spiritual aspects, and how the 4 are synonymous to holistic health. Holistic health is a sense of being very present, feeling balanced, and feeling ultimately happy with yourself and everything around you. Now, of course, our happiness and our energy is shaped on a daily, hourly, minute basis. And we can ultimately feel as if our energy is being drained in some situations. I don't know if you're aware of those people that you kind of want to avoid because they kind of sap your energy and they sort of skip off into the sunshine after they've been with you, and you sit there feeling really deflated. Well, that's some sort of energy exchange, and it's important that we learn whether we're giving too much or whether someone is taking too much of our energy. And ultimately, I think we are either givers or takers. You know, we can either feel as if we need to be the center of attention, and we need affirmation from other people in order to feel energetically happy, or whether we feel the need to really care and give and nurture other people. But ultimately, it's important to feel balanced. Now, there are various ways of looking at this, and it all stems from how our childhood was, the environment and the people that we grew up in, and of course, our life experiences shape our energy, and that takes us on a route in life. So I like to have a look at Maslow's 1943 hierarchy of needs. Now I'm going to show you this chart. Can you see it? Little pyramid. What it does, it charts the 3 needs of the human self in order to attain some sort of happiness. We've got our basic needs and psychological needs for every single human being on this planet are food, water, sleep and shelter that makes us feel safe. We then move into that safety aspect and security, so our health, our family and how we fit in with our community. So those are our basic needs. We can then move into the psychological needs. We move into a sense of belonging, a sense of love, a love for ourselves, love for other people, and the love we receive and the love that we give. Friendships, family, and intimacy within those groups. We work towards great self-esteem. So all of this builds a pattern towards how we feel in life. And whether we've received over the years positive or negative affirmation and reinforcement, that all are the building blocks towards how we feel about ourselves and our self-esteem. Very, very important, because self-esteem is that sense of achievement and that sense of confidence, and we need all of that in order to work towards our self-fulfillment needs, which is a self-realization. and that's how we spiritually grow. So all of this builds up to ultimately a sense of calm, a sense of belonging, and a sense of balance and happiness in your life. That's a really good chart to sort of have pinned up on your wall, just to see how you're doing, especially in times that are challenging, times of absolute need, whether that's for yourself or your loved ones. So take a look at that, it's really good. So the other kind of philosophy of life that I work with is the chakras, and that's much more of an energetic philosophy. Now this comes probably from the East. I know it to come from India, from the yoga practice. The chakras move up and down the length of Sushumna, the governing vessel of energy, which, if you like, is that center line of the spine. And there are 7 chakras on the human body, and then there are some that ascend and there are some that descend outside of the human self. Now, a chakra is a wheel of energy, so we have positive and negative energy moving up and down Sushumna, and as they cross, they create this kind of helix pattern, and there is your spinning wheel of energy. There's positive and there's negative aspect to that spinning wheel of energy, but we're looking for the balance. So we have the base chakra, the base of the body. It's known as a very dynamic energy. It vibrates and it's at a very low density. It's between the anus and the genitals, and it connects you with earth. It's the first step, much like this chart. It's your first step. Then we go to the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra moves into your creative self, how you see yourself as an individual, your creative energy, your dreams, your passions, your feelings. Then you go to solar plexus. Solar plexus is much more about building energy and confidence. When we're not confident, we tend to sort of hunch over and cradle our solar plexus. So it's about building that core strength and really feeling connected with your earth, with your community, with yourself. And those chakras are very much the masculine aspect of yourself. And then we move into the feminine aspect, which are the healing chakras. And we come first to the heart chakra. Interesting that this here says love and belonging and need. And that's exactly what the heart chakra is about. It's about love for yourself, love for other people. And then we come to the throat chakra, communication of your thoughts and your feelings and your creative power. Then we come to the third eye. This third eye is very much about awakening to your intuition and really having a sense of confidence about what you're thinking, your knowledge, and communicating that to other people. But very much about your instinct too. And then we come to the crown chakra, which is your connection with yourself, your higher self, your God, your spiritual power, and your healing. And this all creates a kind of aura around your body, lots and lots of layers. One in particular is the emotional body, and I want you to watch out for this one. Just notice it. When you walk into a room, your emotional body will tell you exactly what's gone on in that room. You'll be able to read people a lot better and read yourself and how you fit in that place in that time. So for example, that person who stands a little bit too close in your personal space, that's your emotional body. Or if there's been an argument in a room and you've noticed it, that's your emotional body saying, hang on, something's happened here. And also, with all the chakras and this energy moving around you, we can utilize that to really help heal not only ourselves but other people too, whether that's through your actions, your words, or through your kindness and care. So that's a good thing for the world. And all of these techniques that I'm going to show you now can be used in your work, your daily life, your practice, and your home life too. So I'm just going to recommend a book before we go any further, and it's called Energy Medicine by Donna Eden. It's fantastic. The techniques that I'm going to show you, I really hope, Donna, that I do you proud, because they come from her workshops and from her book here. I really recommend it. Energy Medicine by Donna Eden. Very simple techniques that you can use on a daily basis. Okay, so the first one we're gonna think about are the meridian lines. Now the meridian lines flow from Sushumna, flow from that governing vessel of energy. And they flow to your fingertips, they flow down to your toes. And they're thought to have little acupressure points along each meridian. By the way, they come in pairs. So they have these little acupressure points. You can either massage or tap them to stimulate or sedate energy. Okay, so we're looking for balance ultimately. We're going to work with the kidney meridian now. So the kidney meridian follows down from the base of your foot here, soles of your feet, they're my yogi toes. Okay, base of your foot, and travel more or less in a pair each side, all the way up the inner side of the leg, kick out a little bit around the ribs and kidneys, up to the clavicle. And if you take your fingers like this, and you find that knobbly bit on your collarbone, and you slide it out, you'll find a little indentation. It may feel a bit sore when you rub it. This is K27. K27 is the end of the meridian line. And what we're going to do is just give it a little tap as you breathe in and as you slowly breathe out. And we do this 3 times, slow breath in and slow breath out. And this is thought to kind of reboot the system. Slow breath in and slow breath out. And I give myself a little shake afterwards just to make sure that energy's shaken off the body. You can also massage the soles of your feet. So if you massage that point there, each side, I'll show you my foot, right there, K1, the wellspring of life, and you give it a good old massage, and that's thought to do the same, each side. 3 breaths, okay? You're massaging a foot, deep breath in, and slow breath out. So that's number 1. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to look for the thymus. Now the thymus is responsible for your fight and flight. Now in the wild, the apes beat their chest, okay? Right here is where your thymus is. So they beat in order to either fight or to run away, okay? When we get stressed, we tend to breathe really shallow into the chest. This causes a lot of congestion and it starts to impact the body in a negative way. Also, the thymus is then starting to get activated because it wants to either run or it wants to expel its energy. If, say, for example, you're dealing with somebody who's very excitable and maybe being a tad aggressive to you, your thymus starts to speak and say, come on, you're either going to shout back or you're going to run off. What we want to do is spread the kindness. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in. We're either going to just hold ourselves there and take a deep breath in and a slow breath out, which you may already do because this is usually where we hold when we're shocked, or you can take a little tap. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. That's a really nice technique if you feel anxious in any ways, just to do a little bit of tapping, and it really helps. I once helped a lady on an aeroplane who was having a panic attack, and she just got her to do this. Deep breath in, slow breath out, and sooner or later she did start to calm down a little bit. Okay, so another final one is if you cannot remember a thing, oh my goodness, I've forgotten, what's my name? So what you can do here is you massage just above your eyebrows. These are neurolymphatic reflex points, and you massage and you breathe. And it starts to bring oxygen back into the body, back into the head rather. Another technique is just to simply hold your head for a little bit. Try and clear your head as you breathe. And hopefully that brings a little bit more oxygen into the brain, and you start to remember, oh yes, my name is Kathy. So those are my 3 little techniques that I'm going to share with you to help boost, balance and enhance your energy. So please give me your feedback and meet me here next week, where I will be sharing a little bit more about nutrition and diet and talking about that. But I'd love to know your thoughts about this vlog. Please leave them here on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram. And over the week, I'll be posting some ideas for yoga as well. Okay, everybody, I hope you have a lovely week. Take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, be kind to one another, and Om Shanti.